Alright guys, so welcome back to a brand new video. Today's video is on a brand new gaming headset that you can't even get yet. In fact, it just launched on Kickstarter and it's available in February. Now, I know when you hear Kickstarter, that can be iffy, and I completely understand. Some of these actually get released, some of these don't. I'm not sure, but the company reached out to me, they sent me the headset, and so I figured we'd give it a shot. And so we're gonna talk about the Tactical Master gaming headset from James Donkey. Now, the reason I felt like it would be okay to show you guys this is James Donkey, as funny as the name is actually a pretty reputable company and has tons of PC peripherals, and this is just another one. So what's so special about this? Honestly, it has 53mm drivers, so that's pretty large for a gaming headset. This thing weighs absolutely nothing, and the look, you're either gonna love or hate it, but it looks like if you were a helicopter pilot, you know, basically in the military. So it's probably gonna be you love or you hate it. I just don't see there being middle ground on this headset. And I personally really like the look. It is available in 3 colors. It's available in green, black, and yellow. This is the all black model, which I like. And you can also see there is a touch of RGB lighting on here as well. So let's go ahead and look at what it comes with. And to be honest, mine just came with the headset. You get a cable that is non-detachable, but it is a braided cable. It's a really nice thick cable that I don't see there being any issue with. This headset actually doesn't require drivers. It has 7.1 surround sound because it uses a USB connection, and you're able to use that on your PC, your Switch, your PS4, your Xbox, basically anything with a USB connection. Now, if you want to use it on your iPhone, or like in my case, the Pixel 3, you're going to need an adapter that allows you to plug in a USB connection. Now, these are not expensive. They're easy to find on Amazon, so you can use this as a gaming headset and as a headphone to listen to music. But the one thing I do want to point out, if you do plan on doing that, this microphone is not removable. Basically there all the time. You can extend it a little bit and you can push it in a little bit, but it doesn't fully retract. It's a different looking microphone. I was kind of surprised in how it sounded, but you guys be the judge. Go ahead and check out the mic test right here. All right guys, so this is a mic test. As you can see, it kind of sits a little further back, so the sensitivity has to be boosted. So if you're in a noisy environment, it's probably going to pick up a lot of the sounds around you. It's not that bad, but it is something you might want to know. But as far as bass tones, it picks up that pretty well, and it's far enough back that you're not going to get the popping and the S's hissing sound. So overall, I think most people would be pleased with this microphone. Also, where you see the microphone, you see a little knob that's right there where the RGB lighting is. This actually controls the volume level of the microphone. As is the same thing on the other side, that actually controls the sound of the game or music or whatever you're listening to just by this simple little knob up front. So when you have them on, your controls are actually all here up front instead of in the back. Now, I can tell you, like if you have the mic on, you start messing around with it, I can see where there can be some noise by hitting the microphone or bumping it, stuff like that. So you might want to be careful. But as far as build quality goes, they were able to make a light gaming headset that really can just bend like crazy. The headband, you can see, is really thin. It has a pleather look up top with the James Donkey logo up top. Little thin on the padding of the headband, so you can actually feel the bar that runs across it. And again, because they're light, it's not that big a deal, but during longer sessions of wearing these, you're going to feel that little bar across the top of your head. But as far as clamp force, these are not tight, but they're tight enough that they're not gonna fall off. The way that you adjust the ear cups is they actually just slide up and down right there on these little wires. Now, the metal frame that goes right here seems like it could be pretty bendable. So if you're one that rages or bends your headset, that over time I think is gonna bend, and that might be a little inconvenient. Another thing, have to point out, the cord that hangs here, if something cuts or snips this or anything like that, I just don't like designs that have exposed cable because it's risky. Anything can mess this up and then you really can't use them at all. Now, these do fold flat, so you can see they get really small. So if you, again, want to take them with you on the go, they're definitely going to be able to do that. Now, they're very flexible, so you're really not going to have an issue getting a comfortable fit at all with these. Now, the ear cups that are on these are a pleather material. It is very, very soft, very thick padding. Your left and right are marked on the inside of the ear cups, and these are magnetic and really easy to remove. Now what I like about that is over time, these are gonna wear down. You can simply just pick up another pair, slap it on, and you're good to go. You don't have to replace the whole headset. The big thing here is they show at a retail price of $90, but if you go onto Kickstarter and back them, right now they're only 50 bucks. That's where I want to get into the sound. With music, I felt like these just didn't seem to be tuned for music, if that makes sense, because it seemed really warm and really muddy in some things, and I'd almost say like too punchy with bass, to the point that if you're listening to them really loud, that there was distortion. But with games, it didn't seem to do that. Games were clear, explosions felt punchy. I never really experienced distortion in gaming. And the 7.1 surround sound, you know, it is gimmicky. You're not getting the full speakers around you, but that's just any headset. It actually did a really decent job of throwing sounds around you. Now also, as far as the sound levels, I do want to point out that the EQ, if you want to look at a flat EQ, it's definitely boosted in the bass. And I think it kind of sticks up here to the mids. Then when it gets to treble, it kind of drops off some. So this isn't your usual U or V-shaped type headset that most companies are coming out with. They really are trying to emphasize the bass, and in some cases it's too much. But again, that depends on what you're plugging it into. But because this does not use any kind of driver to give you the 7.1, there's not any way really to balance the EQ with any kind of software from the headset itself. So if you want a headset that's really inexpensive and seems pretty indestructible as far as bending, if it's a kid playing or if somebody throws it down, other than the slight thin little frame here, I don't see that there's really much to worry about. And I think for $50, this is a pretty incredible value. Now, is it gonna blow you away? Probably not. If you're used to, you know, higher end open back type headphones, or even really nice studio headphones that don't have distortion, has really good volume levels, because on PC, the volume level was great. But I did notice, like with the PS4, the volume was kind of low, but again, I don't think that's geared towards the headset itself. I think that's just how PlayStation is. So guys, that is my quick review of the Tactical Master gaming headset from James Donkey. I really want to thank him for sending them out, and I'd really like to be able to try stuff before everybody else, so it's nice to get a first look at these. And again, for $50 and Kickstarter backing you the way they do so that you don't have to worry about things, I think it's worth reaching out and trying something and supporting a company on trying something different. So thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Thank you guys so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, guys, make sure to stay tuned for more.